See, she's right next door to me, and they got two cop cars that's been here. That are cops over there, and her and these social workers and the cop. I don't know, and they're like right outside my window, and I had something embarrassing, so that's why I kept. This is my third attempt to try to record what's going on. But it's always some police activity near me, and I don't know if it's street theater, or is it coincidence that she so happens to be right next to me. You know, she's right next door, but they were just standing right in front of my door. And then when I recorded them, they moved. But so see how they taking all day with her. But if it was somebody like me, I mean, they probably would have shot me dead or hauled me off to the mental hospital with no questions asked. But um, earlier she was doing some vacuuming. Had to turn the air conditioner off, but earlier she was doing some vacuuming, and she was vacuuming earlier, and then after she was vacuuming earlier, and then everything seemed normal, and then all of a sudden I go pick up my mail, and I come back, and it's two cop cars and a social worker. Now it looked like at least three social workers, and so I don't know if this is a street theater or her trying to mock me being a quote unquote crazy person. You know, if they're trying to mock me, if it's a street theater to mock me, or if it's a real, her own separate situation, if she so happens to just be right next door to me going through a quote unquote mental health crisis. You know, but everything was fine and normal. And then I leave to go get my mail, and I go get lunch. I didn't have breakfast this morning. And then I come back, and they got the two cop cars, the streets crossed off. Like, they had these orange, not cones, but these orange things that block the entrance. You know, the entrance is blocked off. You know, on the first end, but then the second end you can go in that entrance. But you know, as soon as I get back, the two cop cars and this lady right next to me, and going through a quote unquote, you know, I don't know. It's always some police activity near me, and I don't know, you know, part of the gang stalking. If it's like when I try to put them on, you know, try to discreetly record, you know, they hurry up and move because they were right in front of my window, and her room is next door to mine. So as I said, you know, I don't know what's going on, you know, or what they're gonna do with her or anything. But I remember one time they had a so-called mental patient when I was at Dollar Tree over a year ago, and she started off to say something to me, and then next thing you know, the police came and got her, and they were trying to make like, you know, she was having a mental health, quote unquote, mental health crisis or whatever, you know. So I mean, I felt embarrassed because I tried to edit this video because I realized that on the previous couple of videos my dirty clothes were actually accidentally shown. So I try to edit or try to just redo this video all over again. So I mean, I you know, at the moment I'm not in need really of anything at the moment. I mean, I just gotta wait for the manager to come back. Yeah. So anyway, um, for for this week, I should be good. I should be good this week. So this week I'm good on food and good on the money for another week in a motel since I got my Social Security check yesterday. So I should be good. Well, I definitely will be good for this week, but next week, um, I think I should be okay maybe for next week too. But then the week after, if I get my tax refund, then I should still be good. But if not, then I would need help again. So, but thanks for the help. I'm saying again, thanks for the help that y'all did, with anything, even if it's just emotional support to talk to and stuff. And so, it looks like their so-called crisis or whatever is over. But as I said, I didn't know if it was, I didn't know if this was considered street theater because they were already there and she's right next to me, or if it was just a coincidence. But they got a lot of police activity around here, and if they say this is an unsafe neighborhood, it's an unsafe neighborhood, so that's why I stay inside or stay overly sheltered. But it felt great to go outside, and it was nice outside. It was about probably 76 degrees and sunny. The sky was clear. It was really nice outside, and I wish I could have hung out longer, but I came back here. Um, so I mean, since I was out and about running errands and stuff, that's why I ate while I was out. But I say, you know, y'all narcissistic perps, I can tell y'all where y'all can go shove it if you got a problem with me treating myself for once, occasionally, you know. But I mean, I didn't get to have breakfast or anything like that. But if I was on the streets, then I mean, I had gotten accustomed to and used to eating out because that was daily life for me, being on the streets and dealing with. I can't go to a soup kitchens and stuff like that because of getting threatened and abused by other homeless, and I just didn't want any drama. So I just didn't want any trouble. So I would go out and eat, and then it seemed like I was banned from almost every cheaper restaurant. So where else was I gonna go and eat if I can't take the buses no more? So I mean, but I try to eat as cheap as I could. Never try to go too expensive unless I had a job, and then occasionally I would treat myself, to a nice meal. But they try to make this false smear campaign that I'm eating at 5-star luxury restaurants, and now I'm always eating at 5-star luxury restaurants, and that I'm staying in 5-star luxury hotels, and they say, "Oh, Candy wants to live in luxury." Well, y'all get to live in luxury, and I off my own money, I never really got to stay, in a luxury hotel like the Hilton or anything like that. And then when I stayed at the Red Roof Inn, those same perps laughed at me talking about, "Oh, well, she's staying in the trap motel, ha ha ha." So let me go. I was just basically trying to show y'all, what I came home to. Well, at this motel is my temporary home. So what I came home to is, whatever is going on outside, right outside. So, as I said, I'm not sure if it was a coincidence that she just so happened to be next to me and be a quote unquote mental patient, or if this is all street theater to try to make me scared, because as a result of foster care abuse with the foster mom, I've been like traumatized and frightened every time. I would have like, even when I was living in Los Angeles, every time I saw a police car, and I know I'm innocent, and I was wondering, well, why you always, every time I look out my window, a police car is driving by, and I would have panic attacks, and I would have dream manipulated nightmares of being locked up and put away for life. Like permanently locked up in prison or the mental institution and never getting out. They would put those kinds of, more like, trying to, and so they would try to frighten and scare me with those nightmares about getting arrested and going to jail. And, now it's all quiet. So, so it's like I would have panic attacks and get scared. And then Alex Dupree would always give me that constant reminder that the police got me under surveillance. And it's like, so you want the police to have me under surveillance and my every move watched because I won't serve the devil? Because I won't be a Satanist like you? Because you can't convert me to be a Satanist? Or, a satanic prostitute and perp? So this is why you think I deserve to be punished? So, let me go for now. Let me stop running my mouth so much.